Alright, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start by saying Call Halayim like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And Shalom to the elect. Alright? This is the brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. And this lesson, I'm going to pretty much, go into, how we're supposed to be training up our children, for brothers that have children, to be righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, supposed to teach our children, how to keep the laws, teach our children about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and ultimately, you know, in doing so, man, you prepare them for when they become of age, where they're supposed to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That they're already have that within them, man. Okay, but here in America, our children are pretty much, open to everything that, this wicked society has to offer, man. And with that being known, you know, as of late, you've been having this whole issue with, Dwayne Wade and his transgender son, who is now supposed to be a transgender, female or whatever, and this is causing, all these different people to come forward and congratulate this man about how he's doing such a good job as far as keeping him, and keeping his so-called transgender daughter in good spirits because he's supporting its decision to come out and live his truth or whatever, man, which is total garbage because no matter what these LGBT alphabet people are pushing, all right, your biological DNA stays the same, man. So you could feel like you're a woman or a man, but if you're biologically born a man, you are a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman, man. All right. So society pushes that you could change your gender, you can have reassignment surgery and all these different things, but that goes against the scriptures, man. That's Esau, pushing his homosexual agenda, man. Because if you notice and you sincerely pay attention, to whom this agenda is aimed towards, is aimed towards you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, mainly you so-called blacks, man, because you are the trendsetters and everybody else follows after you. But it's for all the tribes, man, because it's a form of population control. Okay, so with knowing that, we're supposed to be training up our children, fashion after the ways of the Bible, man. Okay, and the Bible strongly speaks against homosexuality. Okay, so I'm gonna get some scriptures to go into that and show you how this dude Dwayne Wade is going off, man. All right. So this is beginning here in the book of Proverbs 22:6, and it reads, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Right. So you're supposed to train up your children in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So when they get of age, to go out and live on their own, they already have the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua embedded in them because you brought them up in the way that they're supposed to be raised, man. All right, but America, it doesn't allow you to teach and nurture your children in the ways of the Lord, man. Because first and foremost, your own children don't even belong to you, man. All right, they belong to the government, and that's why whenever you have children, they make you sign a birth certificate, man, which is pretty much signing your children away to Esau so they can bet, on them, via the uh the stock market, man. So that's showing you that our lives, are not of our own, man, because each and every one of us is born into a slave society, man. All right, well, we're owned by Esau, man. That's why he requires us to have a birth certificate. He requires us to have a social security number, man, and that's the thing they use to bet on us on the stock market, man. But they have us get a passport, license, all forms of so-called identification to prove that we're owned, man. All right, so with knowing that, we have to to the best of our ability, train our children up in the ways of the Lord, man, because Hey, our children are being attacked from all different angles with this with this wicked society, man. Because from an infant, man, from the things that we expose our children to, man, you have to be wary of that, man, because hey, this homosexual agenda, man, it holds no barriers, man, because they have these different subliminal messages, even in these little kid shows, man, and the main things that our people, allow our children to, watch is, is Disney, which is a huge, homosexual platform, because they from a pretty much from when they started, becoming famous, they've always, put subliminal messages within their shows and movies, man. Okay, so we have to be aware of what we're allowing our children to be exposed to. But at the end of the day, you know, we're supposed to be, teaching them the law, man. Okay, but with that being known, when it says that we have to, we have to train them up. How do you train them up, and what are you training them up in? Okay, so I'm gonna get this in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, and I believe it's 18. Yep, Deuteronomy 11 and 18, and it reads, "The Lord shall lay ye up these my words." It's like it says, "Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them up for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes." And it says, "And ye shall teach them your children, speaking on them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt write them upon the doorpost of thine house, and upon thy gates, that your days be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord shall swear unto your father to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth." So it's commanded in our laws, statutes, and commandments that we're supposed to train our children in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That way, whenever they become of age to where they're held responsible for keeping the laws, man, that they can, serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua and, be righteous pretty much, man. And so with that, with us knowing that, man, hey, we're fighting an uphill battle against Esau, with our children, man, because, with Esau making us, go to work, the woman's out the house, the man's out the house. Who's the one that's really raising up our children? It's these damn devils, man, because the our children are with Esau majority of the day, when they from preschool all the way up until when they graduate high school and go into college or whatever, man. They're being indoctrinated on how to be a Edomite pretty much throughout their whole adolescence, childhood and adolescence, man. So we're supposed to be teaching our children the laws or whatnot, and then you gotta uproot the things that Esau is putting in their minds, man. Because while they're at school, man, Esau is pushing how they're supposed to be celebrating these pagan holidays, how they're supposed to be, accepting of any and everything, man, And like I said, our children are being hit with all different types of things, man, to where Esau is now pushing these LGBT things so hard that, you got preschoolers and kindergartners learning about homosexuality and anal sex, man. Like, that's not even a point that should be taught to children, man, because when you're a child, man, you're very impressionable, man, and that's why a majority of these children are coming out all confused and messed up, man, because you're pretty much like a sponge, and you soaking up everything that's put in front of you. That's why it's important for us to get on them early, as far as teaching them the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, and so with knowing that, hey, when the Lord returns, He's not sparing any Israelite that's not worshiping Him, man. Okay, because it's like I said, it's in our laws to to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and Him only, man. Okay, because if you're not, man, you're giving your honor and your praise unto another idol, man. Which when you go into the law, the first law was the fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua and nothing else, man. All right. So this is 2 Chronicles 15 and 13, and it reads that whosoever shall not seek the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of Israel shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So all Israelites, man, are supposed to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So all you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, we're supposed to be, following after the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability while we are serving our captivity out here in America, man. Okay, and so with knowing that, we're supposed to be, teaching our children as such, man. Okay, and like I said, man, hey, it's really up to the Lord, whether they're hearkening or not, man. But you gotta do your duty as a parent and tell our children about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Now whether it's up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, whether he'll have mercy on them and save them, that's up to him. But we gotta do our part, man. Because Esau has turned this, pretty much to where our children are against us, man. But that's all prophecy. How the Lord tells you when he comes back, he was gonna bring division amongst the family. When you're gonna have the son against the father, the daughter against the mother, and so forth, man. Roughly paraphrasing, but it's in our laws to where our sons are not supposed to be homosexuals and our daughters are not supposed to be whores, man. All right, and Esau knows that. That's why he's pushing, this vibration so hard upon our children, man. All right, this is Leviticus. That's like Deuteronomy 23:17. It reads, "There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel," right? So there shouldn't be, any of our sons or daughters that are faggots, lesbians, or whores, man. Because that brings dishonor upon upon the father of that family, man. All right, which in turn, they're going against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, which is going to bring damnation upon them, man. But it starts, with your head, man. And so, come back to Dwayne Wade. All right, this dude, he's not training up his child in the ways of our heritage, man, because he has allowed the American society to influence him and his children, man. And I'm gonna go and show you this picture because you have him with his wife or whoever she claims to be, man. Because I feel like, me personally, she's the one influencing him to push this homo agenda so hard with him, man. But his son, which I'm gonna call him like he is, his son, man, has came forward and told, pretty much told the world that, he wants to be considered a female now, man. All right. Dwayne Wade named him Zion. He says he wants to be named Zaya now, man. All right. Which that's an abomination because he's a sodomite and he's 12 years old, man. At 12 years old, he claims he has came to the conclusion that he wants to be a female, man. All right. And so everybody with common sense will let you know that at 12 years old, man, you don't know anything about sexuality, all right? You don't know anything about really anything, man, okay? You have no knowledge of nothing besides, what is taught unto you, man. And so Dwayne Wade has completely given his son over to, that demon Baphomet, man, all right? Which is, a homo androgynous demon, man, all right? Which a lot of our people who are so-called celebrities have sold out their children. You got the same example with Will Smith, where his son and daughter pretty much have flipped their sex to the opposite, man. And so it's countless examples that that are out in the media, man. All right, so with knowing that, I'm gonna read this again. It says Deuteronomy 23:17. It says, "There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel." So Dwayne Wade is raising an abomination, within his household, man. All right, but that's the result that he has gotten from selling out unto the so-called white man. All right, and so with him doing this, he's breaking the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because you had him come forth and tell the world that he's pretty much okay with his son being a transgender, and that he's openly supporting it and pushing this, to the masses to pretty much tell fathers, hey, that you're supposed to accept your children for the way they are, man. Which I'm gonna play a little bit of the clip, man, from this interview he had Hopefully it'll play. Alright, that's Satan being a damn demon. Alright, well, you can check the interview out for yourself, but pretty much, as the title reads, man, it says Dwayne Wade opens up about raising a gay son. He says, I watched my son from day one become into who she now eventually come into, which, like I said, that's an abomination, man. Alright? That's dishonoring unto you as to be the father of your son, man, because you're allowing your child to be an abomination, man. All right. So going back to this picture, so instead of raising his child up the right way, man, he's allowing his son to be an abomination, man. All right. And like I said, with him being 12 years old, man, he's already through. Okay. Because in the law it tells you, this is Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also shall lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So if a man lies down with another man, as a man is supposed to lie down with a woman, it says they have committed an abomination. And it says they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So it's in the laws that homosexuals are supposed to be put to death, man, not praised, man. Okay? But like I said, we know that we're here in captivity under the so-called white man, so we can't keep and enforce this law, man. All right? So the best thing that Dwayne Wade is supposed to do is to disown his son, man, because he's a abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because he's a sodomite, man. All right, so those two laws this man has broken because he's allowed his child to be given over to that demon, man. All right, and if he had any type of love, real love, not the love that he's putting forth, trying to tell everybody, you're supposed to support, your son's decision no matter what it's supposed to be. All right, he's allowing his son to go down that road to be destroyed, man, alongside with him. All right, because that's going into that phrase that he said, man, about supporting your child to whatever decision they make. That's an idiotic move because look, you are the head of your household. You control what you allow and what you won't allow within your house, man. All right, so you telling the world that you're supposed to support your children's decisions. You're allowing them to pretty much have rule over you, man. All right, you pretty much you letting them tell you, what they are wanting to accept in your eyes, man. All right, which is off, man, because the man is the head of the household. All right, but according to the curses, the scriptures tell you that children are our oppressors and women rule over us, man. All right, which that verse is twofold, but in the form of going into on the point that I'm making, our people have become slaves unto our children, man. Our men mainly have become slaves unto our children and to our women, man. All right, because the women, the so-called black woman, which is the main one, the main spearhead behind, pushing this bullshit, they're the ones that's making our men so-called be okay with it, man. Like I said, Gabrielle Union, his wife, I'm pretty sure she's the main one in his ear about letting him know that you need to accept him for who he's supposed to be, man. Which is off, man. Okay, because you got these people that tell you or that the Bible is done away with. The laws of the Bible is done away with. The Old Testament doesn't matter no more. All right, so we're gonna tell you in the New Testament that the Lord's still not with that, man. Because as the scriptures tell you, Yahweh Shem Yahushua does not change, man. He's the same forever. All right. So the laws were not done away with. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, know you not that the unrighteous shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Okay, it says, be not deceived. All right, so no matter what the world is telling you, man, if it's not coming out the scriptures, if it's not thus says the Bible, thus says the Lord, then it's not true. All right, so it says, be not deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, and the point, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. When you go into that word, abusers of themselves with mankind, it means to be a homosexual, man. All right, to be a lesbian, to be a faggot. That's that you're not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven if you're a homosexual, man. All right. So these churches, talking about, you can come as you are and you'll be accepted. That's not biblical, man. So that's not true. All right. It says, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, so that's New Testament showing you that the Lord didn't change nothing, man. All right, homosexuality wasn't accepted in the Old Testament, and it's not accepted in the New Testament, man. Okay, so Dwayne Wade, man, he's off, man. All right, and everybody else, that's with this LGBT QUZ whatever. They're 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 going off, man. All right, they're an abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because Yahweh Shem Shai gave us the story of Sodom and Gomorrah for a reason, man. All right, that's not in the scriptures just to be there as no fairy tale bedtime story. No, that's an example of what Yahweh Shem Shai was not going to accept, man. All right, now I'm gonna get the scripture. This is 2 Peter 2:6, and it reads, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them as an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Right. So Sodom and Gomorrah was an example of what's going to happen, if people take up that lifestyle, man. And as you can see, America, is spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, because this place is Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids, man. All right, because it's all that agenda that Sodom and Gomorrah had going on, homosexuality, bestiality, necrophilia, pedophilia, and all these other immoral sex acts, man. That's all being done here in America, man. And as history tells you, that when society, gets into, to where you're having, transgenders, you know, on high, that lets you know that the society is about to fall, man. That's happened all throughout history, over and over and over again, man. All right, so America's no different, man. So Yahweh Shem Shai is about to bring judgment upon America because hey, the scriptures tell you that the sins of the wicked have reached up into the heavens, man. All right, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. So the Lord is seeing all this going on, man, and He's angry. It tells you that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. All right. So no, the Lord sees all what's taking place, man, and He's going to destroy a lot of people because a lot of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are homosexuals, man. All right, because Esau has pushed that down our throats, man. All right, to be a man in society, in today's society, is severely frowned upon, man. To the point to where you know they have a term called toxic masculinity, to where a man can't even be a man. So for us to teach our sons how to be men, you can be locked up for that, man. And I always say that it's gonna come a point, to where straight men, heterosexual men, it's gonna be a crime, man, to be straight. All right, because they're already working on legislation to where, if a man refuses, advances of a transgender, that they're trying to classify that as a hate crime, man. All right, which is totally wicked, man. So this is why we constantly tell our people, hey, don't don't make your rest here in America, man, because this place is not our rest, man. This is captivity, man. A place of punishment because we disobeyed Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right. And this place has destroyed our people, man. Because as you see, man, in order for you to have some type of notoriety in America, hey, you gotta be, pro LGBT, man. You gotta be with the gay shit, man. All right. And for all those that speak out against it, man, hey, you're hugely ostracized, in the media, man. All right. Being called like a homophobic and all that, which we are, man, because that's not biblical to be a homosexual, man. All right. But that's all thanks to Esau, man, because he's pushing that upon our people as a form of population control, man. All right. And our women are the main spearheads behind him pushing that upon our people, man. All right. So this is Micah 2:1, and it reads, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so that so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage." So to be an Israelite, especially an Israelite man, is pretty much illegal here in America, man. All right, because Esau does not want the Israelite man to come back in his right stead, man. All right, that's why they're pushing that, homosexual agenda so hard, especially on the Israelite man, because they know that when the Israelite man is in his right mind, when we're worshiping Yahweh Shem Shah, we're a great force to be reckoned with, man. And that's why they don't want you teaching your sons and your daughters how to serve Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, they give us Jesus Christ, man, because they tell you Jesus Christ is an all loving, all accepting God that will pretty much allow you to do whatever comes to your mind. And they shove this agenda down our throats, man. And when when homosexuals come forward out the closet, they're praised, man. All right. So that goes to show you, man, this devil has worked at iniquity, man. He's totally, succeeded in his plan to emasculate and destroy the Israelite, man. All right, because you don't see him pushing that agenda on no Chinese man, on no Arab man, on no African man. It's only on the Israelites, man. Okay, and like I said, all you gotta do to show you that this is, they call it a conspiracy, but this is an agenda, because when you turn the TV on, when you watch these movies, who are the main, homosexuals you see on the screen? It is so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. Whether it be a homosexual man or a damn a lesbian, all right? But it's always Jake, though, man, okay? So that's not by coincidence. That's because Esau has an agenda that he pushes to destroy our people, which, like I said, that's a form of population control, man, all right? So it says, this is Isaiah 29:16. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" Right. So Esau has totally flipped, society upside down, and pretty much made wickedness, righteous, man. All right. That's why the scripture tell you, woe to them that call evil good and good evil, man. Okay. Because Esau has flipped everything backwards, man. So now, to be a homosexual, you're praised in society, man, which is wicked. All right, you got dudes. Give you another example, another interview you can check out, man. But not even an interview; it's just a post. All right. This is the rapper The Game. Speaking on how he says Dwayne Wade supporting his son wanting to be a girl. A real father supports his children in any aspect in life. I mean, this cucked out, way of thinking, that's mainly used because they're trying to please women, all right? And that's bullshit. Like I said, it said that he said a real father supports his children in any aspect of life. So you're telling me that if your children come tell you that they want to commit murder, you're supposed to support that, if they want to go and rob and murder and whatever wicked act that you can think of, they come to you and tell you that they want to do that, man. You're supposed to accept that? No, you're not, man. You're supposed to set down the order, for righteousness' sake, man. All right. So you got people like The Game, and he's not the only one. It's a lot of people, man. A lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people, and your everyday life, man. You hear these people talk, they do the same thing, man. All right, because I was on the plantation, and I heard co-workers behind me talking about this whole situation with Dwayne Wade and his son, and pretty much as being known, the so-called black woman was the main one talking about how she's proud of Dwayne Wade for supporting and accepting his son, because she said out her own mouth that most so-called black fathers, you know will not be supportive of that decision, and they will, disown him. Which that's the spirit of a man. That's what he's supposed to do. All right. Because like I said, it's a dishonor for for your son or your daughter to be a faggot or a whore, man. That shows you that they're totally defiant of your order, man. Because even in their spirit, they felt like, yo, that shit is off, man. That's why, you know, when they're first blindsided by their children telling them that they came out the closet, their first reaction, majority of the time, is to be, upset and ashamed, man. Because that's not natural, man. All right, and I'm gonna get that in the scriptures real quick. This is Sirach 3:9. It says, "For the blessing of the father establishes the house of the children." All right, so the father is the one that lays down the rules about how his house is going to be ran, man. All right, and a real man is not going to accept homosexuality, man. All right, so it says, "But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation." That's why these women, like I said, they're the main supporter behind Esau for our men to be homosexuals, man. Okay, because when it comes down to the children making that decision, they'll side with the child and ostracize the man for not accepting that, man. They'll tell the man that he's not a real man because he doesn't want to accept his child for the way they are, man. They'll pretty much try everything in their power to make them come to her side and tell her and tell him that it's your duty as a father to accept that, which is bullshit, man. Because when you go into the scriptures, when you go back to the history, the law, when you have a unruly, son, you know, he was supposed to be brought in front of the elders and be stoned to death, man. All right, that's a law. All right, but if you tell a woman that in today's society, man, that'll make her head explode, man. She'll lose it if you tell her that. Which, like I say, we cannot enforce that law, but that's the law of our Heavenly Father and us, you know, as an Israelite. That's what we're supposed to be doing to unruly children, man. All right, you're not supposed to be, accepting that and then broadcasting their immaculate decision unto the world, man. So Dwayne Wade, he's a sodomite himself, but at the end of the day, he's going off, man. Like I said, people like the game, making these type of statements. All that is in turn is just showing you that the Israelite man is through, man. All right, the Israelite man is totally finished because we live in a society where like I quoted earlier, women rule over the man, and so for them to tell you things like that, they just shows you they're finished, man. That's why I'm gonna get a few scriptures, just going on how these men serve women now, man. All right. First Ezra 4:26. It says, "Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake." Right. A lot of these men out here have become servants to women, man. All right. So men will make these little cucked out statements like this just to try to get some box, man. All right. When they know deep down in their spirit that shit is wrong, man. Okay. And it's really no need, in this day and age, really for brothers to like, flip out and all this shit, because it's to be expected. Now we all know that 2/3 of our people are through. It's just vexing to see these type of things, take place, man, because we still got love for our people, no matter how finished and how wicked they are, man. We're still Israelites, man. 2/3 they're still our people. They just gotta go, man. They gotta be put to death on this side so they can come back in their right mind in the kingdom, man. So a lot of these men have run out of their wits for women, man, because they put the woman on a pedestal and they understand that in order for them, to get on the good side of women, that they have to cater to what the things that Esau has said and put it in place, man. All right, that's why the Israelite family structure is destroyed, man. All right, because instead of the man being the head of the household, Esau has now made the woman the head of the household. Which I'm gonna get that real quick, man. All right, that's a curse that happened to our people, man. All right, Bear with me real quick. This is Jeremiah 31 and 22, and it reads, How long wilt thou go about, O thy backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And like I said, that's a curse unto Israel, because as you know, when you look at other nations, man, hey, all their women are in order. The main way to show that how a nation is destroyed is look at the state of their women, man. All right, you don't, like I said, you don't see no African woman, no Arab woman, no Chinese woman, you know, doing the things that the nigger woman's doing, man. All right, because in society, and those societies over, in those different countries, man, hey, their women, they'll be put to death in some cultures if they disobey their man or they try to usurp authority over their man. All right, especially over there, within Ishmael's culture, some African cultures, and like I say, even Moab and Ammon, the man's honor is highly you know upheld, because those Middle Eastern countries, they still, take bits and pieces from the Bible as far as, what their culture, how their culture is ran. All right. But, thanks to Esau and this westernized culture, this is why the Israelites are destroyed, man, because they've taken after the ways of Esau, man, instead of, using the Bible as their foundation of how they should live their life, man. All right. So this is the byproduct of when you're accept your oppressor's ways, you know, and this is what happens when you don't, pretty much go back to where you don't know your history, man. You don't know where you come from, because our people don't know that they're Israelites, man. All right, they don't know that you're supposed to be raising your sons to be kings, man. All right, to raising your daughters to be princesses, not queens. All right, because when you go into the word queen, it means to be a prostitute or a hoe. All right, a whore, which is direct violation of the law, like I read when I first began this lesson, man. All right, so you need the Bible to uphold, you know, your family structure, man. And this is why the family structure of the so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans are out of whack, because the Bible is not the foundation anymore, man. All right, they may have the Bible, but they go after Christianity, which is not it's not following the ways that the Bible upholds, man. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I pray you was edified. Until next time, I'll say, Call Halam like Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, a great millstone.